Hi there, my name is Mrs. Bischoff and I'm a teacher librarian at Davidson Road Elementary School in Lake Country, British Columbia. And now that we are stuck at home in self-isolation, my daughter recommended that I start a story channel. So today I'm going to start by reading a story called Chocolate Mousse. And this book is written by Maggie, Kneen, and it's a very cute story. Moose loved chocolates, so one sunny day he set out for the village bakery to buy himself a chocolate cake. In the bakery window, along with some delicious cakes, there was a job advertisement which read, "Wanted one mouse to work 2 hours a day." "Wanted one moose," he read. "I could have as many chocolate cakes as I like if I worked here." Squish, squiggle, squeak, Moose squeezed himself through the door. "I'd like to take that job," he said. Mrs. Mouse was quite surprised. Her babies seemed surprised too. They stopped crying for a moment to watch Moose. He was the biggest thing they had ever seen. "Dear me," exclaimed Mrs. Mouse. "You're not a mouse, you're a moose. I didn't think I have a uniform in your size, just at the moment." Moose looked so sad that Mrs. Mouse went and searched for a uniform big enough to fit him. "How about this apron?" she asked. The baby started crying again. "Sorry for the noise," she said. "I wish that my babies would fall asleep." Moose thought that she sounded tired. I'd be tired too with all those little mice to have to take care of. Moose was very pleased with his uniform. He loved his new job. Slurp, gulp, burp. When Mrs. Mouse wasn't looking, Moose would eat spoonfuls of cake mix or a few chunks of chocolate. Sometimes the baby would stop crying and watch him. Put them down here. They were so cute. Moose offered the babies some chocolate. "The babies need some lunch before they have any chocolate," said Mrs. Mouse. "Let's make some sandwiches." But the sandwiches Moose made were far too big for the mice. Mice have only very small teeth, you know. "They need mouse-sized sandwiches," said Mrs. Mouse patiently as she tried to comfort the hungry babies. "Let's try making some pancakes instead," said Mrs. Mouse, giving Moose some milk and flour and 3 lovely fresh eggs. Splish, splash, crack. Moose got everything safely into a bowl, including some chocolate, when Mrs. Mouse wasn't looking. He's sneaky. Mrs. Mouse put her hands over her eyes as Moose tried to work the electric mixer. The babies watched in silence, spellbound. He was making a big mess, that's for sure. Slip, slop, splat. Moose flipped his first pancake so high that it hit the ceiling with a slap and hung there dripping with batter. Uh-oh, that's not good. Poor Mrs. Mouse is confused. Why does she have a moose in her house? The pancake then unfastened itself from the ceiling, plop, and the baby mice started to giggle. Mouse peeled the pancake off Mrs. Mouse as quickly as he could and threw it in the garbage. But he couldn't carry all of it. The babies happily picked up some of the pancake bits and lumps of chocolate and munched away. Wham, wee, slam! On his way back, Moose slipped and slid across the floor on his bottom, landing with a crash against the sideboard where all the china was kept. Uh-oh, that's not good. Look at the china falling all over the place. Not good. When the noise of smashing cups and plates quieted, Moose stood up. He was covered in dust and ribbons of pancake. All over the kitchen were broken cups, bits of pancake crust, crumbs, and eggshells. Moose picked up a broom and tried to tidy up the mess. Oh, he looks like he felt really bad. Skitter, scatter, clatter. Moose had almost finished sweeping when he tripped and knocked a tray of chocolate chip cookies off the shelf with his broom. The babies couldn't believe their luck. Oh, lucky for them, they get to eat the cookies off the floor. Mommy Mouse, Mrs. Mouse is not going to be happy. Poor Moose. He had tried so hard, but everything just seemed to go wrong. Maybe I'm not the best moose for this job, he said. To be honest, I only applied because I love chocolate. A tear ran down his cheek. Oh my, a chocolate mousse. That's always special, said Mrs. Mouse, and then she had an idea. I think I can find a place for you here. Cuddle, nuzzle, snuggle, Mrs. Mouse put the babies in Moose's arms, where they fell fast asleep. They loved Moose. Thank you, Moose. You've helped me so much, she said, looking at her quiet, contented babies. Every day after that, Mrs. Mouse served the customers, and the chocolate mousse took care of the babies. Look, he's reading them a story like I'm reading to you. And every now and then, Mrs. Mouse would bring Moose a treat from the bakery, sometimes something very chocolatey. I'd say that's a win-win. Hope you enjoyed my story. We'll see you again next time. Bye.